Good morning, law enforcement brothers and sisters, family and friends. My name is Dan Lee. Sean and Wyatt have asked me to speak about my partner and friend, Officer Bill Mathews. It would be impossible for me to capture the entire essence of Bill in such a short period of time. Yes, Bill had a big heart, a strong work ethic, and we all know he was a nice guy. But to me, he was a dedicated partner. Bill had an unyielding commitment to his teammates and the cities he worked for. To Bill, there was no such thing as a solo call. He backed you up on everything he could. He would purposely not air he was coming to your call, but instead would dispatch himself through the computer in the hopes you not catch it and cancel him. Everything from a domestic assault to the most tragic of suicides to the most mundane of parking complaints, Bill was there. And it wasn't because he believed you weren't capable of handling a call alone, but instead he believed if you go, I go. And if you should happen to fall, then we'll fall together. He wouldn't hesitate to take your radio call if he knew you were in the middle of a hot meal. But he would end his break early to come help a partner. That's how Bill was. I remember often standing in the rain doing vehicle lockouts, one of our most basic calls for service in Wayzata. Surely not worth two officers getting soaked in the rain for. Not for Bill. He would be standing side by side with me attempting to do his part so I wouldn't have to stand in the rain alone. I recalled once being dispatched to a parking complaint. I looked over and I spotted Bill coming in the opposite direction. He tried to park out of view, but remained in the area until I cleared the call. I met with him and I attempted to explain to him why it wasn't necessary for him to have to come to my call. At one point, I even questioned if the call was even worth a single squad. By the time we both left, Bill had convinced me disgruntled parking valets could be out to get us. And they were capable of ambushing my squad while I was pinning out tags for cars they had parked illegally. His logic seemed solid at the time. But the more and more I got to work with Bill, the more I realized it wasn't just about the call for service. It was the camaraderie and the catching up of the day's activities after the call. It was about talking about how he started coaching Wyatt's hockey team. It was talking about how Sean had the flu. It was talking about wiping down his entire house with Clorox wipes after Sean had caught the flu. By the way, Bill loved Clorox wipes for sure. It became an opportunity for him to share his life with you and in turn show a vested interest in the parts you shared with him. It was about becoming more than coworkers, but friends. And that is Bill to me. A dedicated partner, a more dedicated friend. On September 8th, 2017, a piece of myself and everyone who knew and loved Bill died with him on that day. But I am comforted in knowing those pieces will be looked after Bill, husband, father, partner, and ultimately friend. Somebody already said it once, but with Bill, there was never goodbye. And in his own words, after every shift, he'd simply say, "Enjoy." Thank you.